Hi, I'm Brandy Hawk, and I don't know where you guys are, but I know in Pennsylvania we just got dumped like 2.5 feet of snow. So the past 3 weeks or so, I have been in sweatpants and laying around in heavy clothes, and I just got tired of it. So I went out and I threw on my Lily Pulitzer, and I got a fake tan and got some highlights in my hair, and now I'm living the dream like I'm in Palm Beach. So since I can't be in Palm Beach, I'm going to try to bring Palm Beach here, and we're going to do some light, fun, summery type recipes to get ourselves out of this gloom of all the snow that we're under. Okay, so this one is super easy. I just kind of stumbled over it a couple years ago. Everybody thinks that I'm like this master chef when I make this because it's kind of a weird combination, but it's really tasty and it's very bright and it's super, super packed with nutrients. So let's just get started. I'll tell you kind of what it is. It's really easy. So what I did was, I will be completely honest with you, I went out and I bought lentils. I got them at Trader Joe's because they have them already cooked. So lentils are kind of a pain. When you're going to cook them in real life, I just do it in my rice cooker because you just put them in, put it in, and push it as if you're cooking white rice, and they're done in like 40 minutes or so. But with these, they just come in a package, they're already done. So I did the same thing with my beets. Okay, so now in just about every single supermarket, you can get cooked beets already in the where they have the produce and everything. So, you know, rather than slaving over roasting beets and everything, I just got them this way, and it's just so much easier. So anyway, what I did was I just took these beets and I just kind of cut them up, you know, just little pieces, and you have your lentils, and you just combine them into a bowl. Okay, so I'm just going to throw these in. This is going to feed a lot of people. So I just have some salt. We definitely need salt with lentils because, you know, they're just so bland otherwise. So we push some salt over there and some pepper. And there really is no wrong way. I mean, you don't want to put too much of anything. Best thing is to just put a little bit, and then you can always go back and put more salt or, you know, whatever. And I'm just going to dust with garlic. I know all of my chef friends are saying, oh my God, I can't believe she's using powdered garlic. I gotta tell you, it's so easy, and to chop up all the garlic and throw it in there, I'm too lazy for that. I just use powder. So I'm giving you permission. It's okay to use powder. Okay, so we just have a little bit of seasoning, and then we're gonna give it a zing, okay? Because we want it bright, we want power. So that's always what we're getting with lemon juice. So I'm just gonna get my lemon and squeeze it over. Want to watch that the seeds don't fall in there like they're doing with me. So when you're making a marinade or a dressing or something, you always want a couple different components to your salad dressings. You want sour, you want sweet, and you want, especially if you're putting it on a bitter green or something. So you want to make sure you have those things. So our sour is going to come from our lemon, and then our sweet is going to come from grapefruit juice. Now, if you had orange juice or an orange, you could always use that too. I happen to have grapefruit in the house the day I was developing this recipe, so I just grabbed that. And this was like completely by mistake. It's basically, you know, you want to learn to just take the things that are in your house and say, okay, what flavor am I getting from that? I'm getting sour from that, I'm getting sweet from that, I'm getting bitter from that. And then that way you can you learn how to kind of combine everything to get the result that you want. So because I needed sweet, and I had a grapefruit, I was like, okay, grapefruit. So we're just going to mix that together. So now we have a little bit of salty from our salt, we've got sweet from our grapefruit, we've got sour from our lemon, and then we're going to get some acid. So we're just going to use balsamic vinegar. And you just kind of want to go around, whenever I'm doing balsamic vinegar, I just go around like 5-6 times, because I feel like you can never get enough balsamic vinegar. And you don't want it to be too acidic, but with as heavy as the lentils are and as much flavor as they can take, you really can kind of power it on there. But the idea about cooking is not so much to be following recipes. It's to get to the point where you can taste things and be able to say, oh, that needs more salt, or that needs more acid, or that needs more sweet. That's really what it's all about. And I mean, I'll tell you, when I was doing my internship at Le Bernardin in New York, it's like world-class restaurant, those guys were walking around with tasting spoons, and that's all they did all day. It was taste your food, taste your food, taste your food, and the chefs were always taste, taste, taste. Then, to give a little bit more texture to the meal, I'm actually going to take this grapefruit and do what we call, well, it's not really supreming, I guess it is, but we're going to get the grapefruit out of here. And just to give it a little bit of color, I'm just going to add a little bit of avocado. So here is the simplest, easiest way that I have found to cut an avocado. You cut this way, then you cut this way, this, and then you get your spoon and you just sort of scoop. And then all those little pieces will come out and they just go right in there. So there we go. We've got like bright pink, we've got green, we've got our grapefruit pink, and we're starting to look pretty here. With any salad dressing, the base is always oil. So with this one, we've got a lot of flavor going on, and I don't necessarily need the oil, but nutritionally, I'm going to want to add a little bit of oil, because when you have vegetables and greens and things like that that have fat-soluble vitamins in them, like the arugula, like the lentils, you have to have a little bit of oil in order for your body to be able to assimilate those nutrients. So you can eat all the greens you want, and if you don't have a little bit of oil on there, you're never going to get the full benefit of the greens, because your body needs the oil to break down the oils or the fat-soluble nutrients, the fat-soluble vitamins, okay? So we're going to put just a little bit in there. I mean, it always tastes really good. This is just olive oil. You know, it always is going to give that like more succulent kind of finish to it. Now I just have a little bit of tarragon that I'm going to add, because it's going to just kind of have, it's going to be able to blend all the flavors together. Now, some people don't like tarragon. It's so weird because I love tarragon, but I'm not a licorice person. So some people say, oh, it tastes too much like licorice for me. I don't know, it has a taste all its own as far as I'm concerned, but I love it in this salad. And you can put as much or as little as you want. Arugula contains a really high level of what's called nitrates. Now we hear the word nitrates and we think like bacon, cured meats, like all of this bad stuff. But when you have natural nitrates that are coming from dark greens like this, they're actually super heart healthy. And arugula is one of the highest content of nitrates in the plant family. So that's why we like that. Then we're just going to take our mixture and just put it on top. Now, the vinaigrette that you've made in here is going to act as the salad dressing. So it's plenty. You don't need to dress the greens and then use this. There's plenty in here. So there you have it. Super heart healthy, good fats, fiber, all that good stuff that we want for a healthy body. And everyone's going to think you're just sleeping do it all day and you can go gym, as you can see. So I'm Brandy Hoff, the Vegetarian. Now you're aware, so go and share.